everyone's out of the house, which gives me a valid excuse to be in the house and be as loud as I possibly can. So, here we go. I have another story. Big surprise there! There was a time in my life where I lived in a small town called Redmond. In the middle of this little town, there was a pond. Randomly placed pond. Don't know why it was there. So this pond, it was called Fireman's Pond. Never saw any firemen, but it was called Fireman's Pond. And I said Fireman's Pond. There were always fowls of many kinds of duck fowl. We would bring things to feed to these ducks. They were rather greedy ducks. They didn't like you unless you fed them something. And you couldn't really feed them yourself. You know, they would be cannibal ducks. We would bring crumbs and bread, leftover moldy bits of our bread that we didn't eat. There was one time there was this big swarm of ducks just all around the pond. They're just everywhere. They're everywhere. It was a duck invasion. The Duck-Pocalypse happened at that pond. The Duck-Pocalypse happened right there at that pond. Fireman's Pond. To let it be known, the Duck-Pocalypse happened there. The Duck-Pocalypse. I start feeding these ducks normal, like I normally do, right? And the ducks, they come. The ducks come. It's like Field of Dreams. If you feed them, they will come. They come and swarm. They know that I have the bread. It's like, yes, come to me. I'm like the Pied Piper. Like the Pied Piper of the ducks. And the ducks are happy. And they're stuffing their faces, their little duck faces with the bread. They're so funny. They're so greedy. They'll fight each other for the best piece of bread. Very first piece. Whoever gets the first piece is the Duck King. I think they can tell when you start running out of resources. They can tell when you're starting to come out at the end of the barrel because they get that look in their eye. That look of, you better not run out anytime soon because I'm gonna turn into something strange. The Duck-Pocalypse is gonna happen all over again and you're gonna be in a bad, tight spot. It's a really scary thing to fall into the hands of a hungry duck. They just start kind of all at once. Like a zombie swarm of ducks. They start coming at me. They see that I'm running out of bread, and they just go. They turn into zombie ducks. They'll start walking towards me like Frankenstein's duck Dementos. It's like the demented penguins off of Batman Returns. They start hissing. Okay? It's one of the most terrifying sounds to hear a duck or a goose hiss at you. It's really scary. That's not a sound you expect a goose to make. It's kind of scary. Snakes hiss. Geese do not hiss. They're not supposed to do that. It's weird. They're coming at me like this. And I start freaking out. They're coming at me. Like, we want more food. Give us more. You have no more. We come after you. We start eating you. It was scary. So I'm like, I'm backing up. And they keep coming towards me. I'm like, okay, guys, seriously, like, we can work this out. Come on. Sure, like, I don't have any more. I'm done. I turn around and bust it back to my dad. My mental process I'm going through is like, I could have died just now. I go back and I tell my parents, the ducks were after me. And they're like, oh, no, they wouldn't have hurt you. It's no big deal. And I'm like, the Duck-Pocalypse is happening. You don't understand. I could have died. They wanted the food I didn't have. They would have they were gonna eat me. Overdramatic child. Oh, glad that never happened again. That was terrifying. Ducks have a dark side that we don't know about. When they don't get what they want, when you run out of food for them, they turn into something dark. If you ever go to Fireman's Pond, you will find the Duck-Pocalypse there. The ducks have a dark side there, so be careful. We better not run out of bread anytime soon because the Duck-Pocalypse will happen. Keep lots of breadcrumbs stored up, okay? Okay? Because the Duck-Pocalypse is happening. It will happen. They'll turn into duck zombies. I guess the moral of the story is to always be prepared for the coming duck zombie apocalypse. Keep a good stock of breadcrumbs with you at all times, because it's coming. See you later. Keep on shining. The duck apocalypse is coming.